April Fools has come and gone, but don't be a fool about real estate. Today we dive into the real estate market after the first quarter of 2023 here in Orange County, California. I'm Jim with the Bishop team, bringing you the inside scoop on our real estate market here in South Orange County. Here in April 2023, it's the same thing, different month. Low supply, low demand. Let's see what that means for you. Actually, demand went up quite a lot in March compared to February, which is a normal thing this time of year. We are still seeing low supply and low demand due to interest rates on both sides of that coin. Interest rates are still below the 7.5% rate at the peak. It actually went down about 0.4% in March. It ended the month about 6.3% compared to 4.7% this time last year. This is when rates started to rise. So, supply and demand, let's talk about supply. That's the number of homes for sale in our local market. Inventory is up 28% compared to this time last year in 2022, and actually dropped to start April and then went up a tad. A tad is 28 homes more than at the beginning of the month. So not a huge increase, but an increase. It still remains below where we started the year. We had about 16% more homes on the market in January than now, which is not normal as we've talked about in the past. Two reasons for that. Buyers are not buying a lot of homes and sellers are not listing a lot of homes. As you can see in the graph, normally this time of year inventory is going up and up and up, but this year it's actually gone down until March, where it started to level off and went up that tad. Even this time last year, when homes were flying off the shelf, inventory was still rising. Even though the decrease in inventory has started to slow, at this rate we will probably see record lows for this time of year by the time we get towards May. To recap, we have about 674 homes for sale, up from 640 at the beginning of March. But there were about 800 at the beginning of January. We're down about 28% from this time in 2022, but down 75% from 2019. One of the contributing factors, the number of homes that were listed for sale is down 38% compared to last year, and down about 50% from the 10 years prior to 2022. There were 699 homes that came on the market in March, which is another record low. Sellers continue to stay in their home, which we mentioned before, handcuffed by those low interest rates. They're like, yeah, I got 2.5%. Why do I want to pay 6.5% to move? The flip side of the coin is demand, and that's what buyers are doing when they're writing offers and getting into escrow. Demand decreased slightly in March, down by 11 homes, and we went from 648 in escrow to 637, which is about a 2% decrease. With interest rates going down the last couple of weeks, I do expect demand to pick up a little bit as we go further into April. We do have 38% fewer homes in escrow here in April of 2023 than we did in April of 2022, and we're also 47% below 2019 levels. This could be the start of the spring cool down, but it's a little too early to tell. Keep an eye on that. Closed unit sales through March are down for the 19th consecutive year, meaning March the year prior, February the year prior, 19 months in a row, sales have been slowing down. Through March, we were down 37% compared to 2022 and 24% compared to 2019. So what does our market index look like now? So we were inverted for 3 weeks in March. We are slightly back to more homes for sale than in escrow, but we only have 37 homes more for sale than in escrow, so we're still almost that 1-to-1 ratio. Now that 3 weeks that we were inverted in 2023 compares to the 75 weeks that we were inverted ending in May of 2022. So not quite the red hot scorching market that we had for 75 weeks. Still, we remain at about a 1-month supply of homes, which is really, really low. Rancho Santa Margarita and Lake Forest lead the way with the fewest number of homes or inventory at 0.8 months. And then you have Dana Point on the high end of the scale with 2.1 months supply. So what did all this do for pricing? Well, if you listen to the national news, your houses went down and they crashed. But here in South Orange County, the average price on a dollar per square foot basis actually went up in March about 1%. So for comparison, that puts us about 2% down from this time last year, which was approaching the peak, and down 6% from the peak, which we hit in May of 2022. And looking further back, we're still up about 47% from December of 2019. Couple more things, but first, remember to like and subscribe to get updates like this as they hit our channel. Also, if you text me your email address to the number in the description below, I can add you to our e-newsletter, which goes out about once a month and includes information like this, some other stuff you can't get anywhere else. It keeps you in the know with some great resources there. If you do have something you'd like me to focus on in next month's video, please leave a comment below and we'll try and work that in, answer questions that you might have. If you noticed on this graph earlier, you can see the peak of buyer demand is March, a couple times in April, even once in June. So right now, thus far this year, we've peaked in March. Not sure if we're gonna push that off into April. March did go higher than February, but the last couple of weeks have slowed down a little bit. So need to watch that and see if we've hit our peak or if there's a little bit more steam in the buyer engine. That's going to be more dependent on interest rates than seasonality or the time of the year. What that means is if interest rates drop a fair amount, buyer activity will actually pick back up and we'll see more escrows and closings, but that's really the driving factor, number one thing affecting the market right now. So when you're trying to figure out what's going on in the market, don't always rely on the news. They talk about national stuff, which real estate is local. You can even have variances within one town where one part is doing one thing and the other part of the town is doing something else, depending on the type of homes and other factors that are going on. So hopefully you're listening to a local expert like us to get insight in what's happening for you, whether you're looking to buy, looking to sell, or just curious about your home's value. The bottom line, it's an opportunistic market. And as Warren Buffett says, sometimes it's best to take advantage when there's blood in the streets. So look for opportunities to continue to pop up, but you have to be ready and you have to be armed with the facts of what's going on. We'd love to add you to our elite client list so that you can keep on top of the market. If you're gonna stay, if you're looking to sell, if you're looking to buy, so we can help you make the right move in any market, whether it's up, down, or sideways. I'm Jim with the Bishop team here in Orange County, California. See you next month.